So we were talking about energy. So energy by anaerobic respiration during fermentation, they produce less than 7% of energy. If 13% of energy is produced in case during fermentation, if 13% of energy is produced and yeast dies ultimately, so much of alcohol can kill yeast colonies. Now this energy can be divided into three types. तीन तरह के हो सकते हैं, तीन रकमेर होते पारे। একটা হচ্ছে डायरेक्ट एटीपी हो सकता है, NADH फॉर्म में हो सकता है या FADH2 फॉर्म में हो सकता है। इट कैन बी डायरेक्ट एटीपी और NADH যেটা তিনটে করে এটিপি দেয়, 3 ATPs. Each NADH gives 3 ATP and each FADH2 gives 2 ATP. Now during glycolysis, the total energy, what is the total energy during glycolysis? Glycolysis, I told you, glycolysis means breakdown of glucose. It takes place in the cell cytoplasm. Glycolysis takes place in the cell cytoplasm. There are two types of phosphorylation taking place in the whole reaction, in this whole respiration reaction. One is substrate level phosphorylation, another is oxidative phosphorylation. Substrate level phosphorylation means it does not use the ETS, electron transport system. It doesn't use. That means NADH and FADH2 are not necessary. They are useless. Now here, during glycolysis, the used ATP is 2. 2 ATPs are used. ATPs produced, direct ATP produced are 4, and there are 2 NADH produced. That means, if 2 NADH produced means there are 2 into 3 ATPs, means 6 ATPs. So what is the net gain? This is 6. So 6 plus 4 minus 2, this is used, so this is minus. Net gain of ATP is equal to 6 plus 4 minus 2, that is equal to 8 ATP. During glycolysis, 8 ATP are produced, means 8 ATP are gained. Net ATP gain is equal to this, according to oxidative phosphorylation. Now without this, in case of substrate level phosphorylation, what happens? Substrate level phosphorylation, what happens during this? Now since NADH2 produced is 2, we don't require this. 2 is used and 4 is produced. So 4 minus 2, we get 2 ATP in case of substrate level phosphorylation. Now what is glycolysis? The process of glycolysis starts from glucose. Now glucose is a 6-carbon compound. It breaks down to form glucose 6-phosphate, that is also a 6-carbon compound. From it forms fructose 6-phosphate, that is also a 6-carbon compound. These are isomers of each other. Now it again adds up 1 phosphate, that means fructose 1,6-bisphosphate. It is also a 6-carbon compound. Now this thing gets divided into two types. One is glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate, that is a 3-carbon compound. Another is dihydroxyacetone phosphate, that is a 3-carbon compound. Now the same thing, whatever is produced here, it is produced here also. Both the sides are similar. That's why I have used this 2 into 2 into 2, means 2 each. One from here, one from here. One from here, one from here, like this. So glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate means G3P gives rise to 1,3-bisphosphoglyceric acid, that is a 3-carbon compound. That gives you 3-phosphoglyceric acid, 1 phosphate goes off, that is also a 3-carbon compound. From 3-phosphoglyceric acid we come to 2-phosphoglyceric acid, that is a 3-carbon compound. From this we get phosphoenol pyruvic acid, that means PEP, that is also a 3-carbon compound. And finally we get pyruvic acid, that is a 3-carbon compound. So ultimately we get 2 molecules of pyruvic acid from 1 molecule of glucose. That is glycolysis. So very fast revision of glycolysis is like this. Glucose glucose 6-phosphate, fructose 6-phosphate, fructose 1,6-bisphosphate. From there we get G3P and DHAP. From there we get 1,3-bisphosphoglyceric acid, from there 3-phosphoglyceric acid, from there 2-phosphoglyceric acid, from there phosphoenol pyruvic acid PEP, from there we get pyruvic acid. Now this pyruvic acid undergoes a gateway reaction. This gateway reaction, here we get 2-NADH. During gateway reaction means conversion of pyruvic acid into acetyl coenzyme A. How does it occur? How does this conversion takes place? Means pyruvic acid gains a coenzyme A and releases a carbon dioxide. One carbon dioxide releases means one carbon gone. That means 3 carbon minus 1 carbon, we get 2 carbon compound over here, that is acetyl coenzyme A. This is a link reaction between glycolysis and Krebs cycle. Acetyl coenzyme A is a 2 carbon compound. It reacts with 4 carbon compound which is already present in mitochondrial matrix. Now from oxaloacetic acid it forms citric acid, that is a 6 carbon, 4 plus 2 makes 6. From there isocitric acid, that is a 6 carbon compound. From there we get a carbon dioxide is released, that means 1 carbon is released, we get 5 carbon compound alpha ketoglutaric acid. Here 1 NADH is released, here also second part 1 NADH is released and 1 carbon dioxide is again released. So 5 minus 1 is 4 carbon compound, this one. This is succinic acid. During this conversion another NADH is produced. Now succinic acid, when it is converted into malic acid, 1 FADH2 is produced. 1 FADH2 produced means here we get 2 ATP. Here we get 3 ATP. Here we get 3 ATP. And here again from malic acid to oxaloacetic acid, both are 4 carbon compounds. We again get 1 NADH, that means 3 ATP. So how many ATPs are produced over here? 3 plus 3 6, 6 plus 2 8, 8 plus 3 11. Okay, so another thing, direct ATP. How much direct ATP is produced during this? Direct ATP produced is 2. 2 ATPs are produced direct over here, 2. In Krebs cycle 2 ATPs are directly produced. 2 FADH2, I told you there are 2 circles taking place, one from here, another from DHAP. So here 3 plus 3 plus 2 plus 3 means 9, 9 plus 2 11, 11 twos are 22. Okay, that means 2 ATPs in total, one from here, one from other circle, 2 FADH2, one from here, another from another circle. Now total over here is then how much? 2 from direct ATP, that means 2. 2 from FADH2, that means 2 twos are 4. 6 from NADH, that means 6 threes are 18. So how many total? 18 plus 4, 22, 22 plus 2, 24. 24 ATPs are produced from Krebs cycle. 24 ATPs produced from Krebs cycle, and in glycolysis we have said that 8 ATPs are produced, and in gateway reaction we get how much? In gateway reaction we get 2 NADH2. 2 NADH2 means 2 into 3, that means 6. So 24 plus 6 is 30 and glycolysis is 8. Glycolysis 8 ATPs. Krebs cycle 24 ATP, and link reaction or gateway reaction we get 6 ATPs. That means total 38 ATPs of energy are produced in aerobic respiration. Thank you. So if you like this video, please share it with your friends and kindly subscribe the channel. Thank you.